All right, we are back in the corner of my room. Week 7 was fuck. It's full of realizing things and enough reflections, enough realizations. Like I've hit my limit, but I also like learning and knowing things, and also like, you know, when you've been trying to piece a fucking puzzle and then you found the last one and you're like, and then boom, angels start singing. Start off, week 7 for me has been, it's definitely much better than how I felt back in week 5. It's not as good as week 6. This week I would say it was only 3 or 4 days of morning pages. My days felt longer this week and the nights were a lot shorter. Like, usually I have a hard time falling asleep, but because my days would be so long that as soon as I do go to bed, like I just knock the fuck out, which I guess is nice. But also my days start early, especially because of my 9 to 5 is actually like a 7 to 5, but don't worry, like they're not overworking me. Like a lot of it is administrative work. So it's hybrid, and so I get to work from home twice a week, so I don't really mind it. I make it to the office at 7:30 and I leave at 3, sometimes a little bit earlier than 3. So it's like there's balance. I don't know, I'm defending my job. I don't want you to think that I'm like working really hard during that 7:30 to 5. I'm not. And you can trust me on that. With the morning pages, it's been harder for me. It was a lot harder this week to actually do them. I made my efforts, and 3 to 4 was the best I could do. With that said, let me tell you what my artist date was. My artist date this week is I went to the club. There's this thing called Thursdays, and I have just been dying to dance. I don't think I've gone out and danced this month, and so it was time. I will do it again next month, but I think I'll probably do it like first. Actually, I'm probably gonna do it twice next month because I wanted to go on a first Friday, and then also I'm gonna go I have a little trip coming up in May, and I think it'll get posted, like this video will get posted that same week. Okay, so I can tell you, I will be in California from the 10th to the 16th, and I'm so freaking excited because I get to visit one of my best friends, Monse. I think I've talked about her here. So I get to see Monse and I get to spend time with her, and she gets to show me around in her city, and I'm so excited. So we're definitely gonna go out with her friends, and I'm so stoked. I love dancing, and I'm gonna be with a group of girls, and it's gonna be so fun. Anyways, artist day, right? So there's this thing called Thursdays, and this is the second time I've gone out. Like I've gone out to dance to a club, like at a club by myself. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I danced so much that my calves hurt, my feet hurt, my shins hurt, my quads, my right hip, and also both sides of my neck because I kept doing this. And I'm just like jumping up and down. Oh my god. And also, I smoked 5 cigarettes. I was really anxious, like being by myself, and also like putting myself out there and like having the intention of like to dance, and I'm like by myself and I don't know anybody in this fucking joint. So I was like really anxious, like until I actually got on the dance floor and started dancing and like getting my groove on. Okay, let me talk about the timeline. Left my apartment around 9-ish because I wanted to get street parking, because street parking downtown, I don't want to pay for shit. Okay? Last time I got a ticket for $80. Whew, I can't risk that again. So I'm like, okay, street parking. So I was parking in parking lots I'm not supposed to be parking in, and that's why I got the $80. Okay. So I'm like, okay, street parking it is. I'm gonna try and get there early, and then when I get there, like I'm just gonna pregame a beatbox or 2. And also I have this little THC drink that I'm like gonna mix with the beatbox. It's gonna be a good time. Like I also didn't wanna spend too much money. Like I had a limit because this weekend is active for me. I'm about to be with people, And I know, like, when I'm with people, like, I tend to spend money. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna go out, like, I can't spend too much money. And get around a little bit after 9:30, and I'm texting my coworker, who's my beloved work best friend. And I think I would actually deadass quit my job if she ever left. But I was texting her, I'm like, hey, like, I made it, like, I'm in my car pre-gaming, like, what's up? And she was like, I was just about to text you. And I'm like, yeah, dude. And she's like, I'm gonna keep my ring on, because if you need anything, just text me. And, like, whenever, her name's Maggie, well, okay, I'm not gonna tell her full name. Whenever Maggie said that, it made me feel even more secure about the night, because I'm like, if I ever, like, she's not the only person that I can call if I'm ever in an emergency. But it's just the fact that her being a mom, and, like, so Sagittarius, December Sagittarius, BT dubs, like, early December Sagittarius. I felt like, okay, like, somebody's got my back for tonight. She was like, I will drive over there and I will do what the fuck I need to do. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's start the night. I'm just, like, telling her what my plans are, what I'm doing, and then eventually, like, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go watch my reality TV show. And I'm like, okay, have fun, have a great evening. And I told her, like, text me goodnight, which she did not text me goodnight. But to be fair, like, I also didn't text her goodnight. I'm just like, hey. And then after that, pre-gamed, and whenever I felt myself like, okay, cool, get out the fucking car. First thing I did was, like, I didn't go to the club that I wanted to go to. Like, I didn't go to Thursdays immediately. I went to another, like, bar that was, like, an outside bar. And I got a vodka cran, and then on the way there, I'm smoking a cigarette. I think I smoked 2 cigarettes. And I get my drink and sit down, smoked another cigarette. And at this point, I'm only halfway through my drink, and I'm like, smoked another one. Cool. Actually, maybe I smoked more than 5. I think I smoked like 7. But the thing is, like, I don't smoke regularly. Like, I only ever smoke when I'm out and about or I'm with friends, which in this case, I'm out and about. And since I don't smoke every day, I'm like, no limits tonight, you know? After I finish my drink and on my 4th cigarette, on the way to Thursdays, smoked another one. All right. And I felt good, and I love, like, you know, the, like, when the Nick is hitting, fuck, so me. And I get there, and I get another drink. It's a green tea shot, though, because at this point, I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm here, and I'm queer. So a little bit early, so not many people are on the dance floor. And when I dance, like, I'm really, like, I'm up and down. And right now, at this point in the evening, that's not the vibe yet. Like, it's just like, and I really, like, I can vibe out like that, but again, a lot of nerves that I'm feeling, very anxious. So I sip my shot, like my green tea shot, at a fucking corner. Eventually, like, more people come in, and I'm like, okay, cool, like, I can blend in more. Not necessarily packed, but, like, just the crowd is getting bigger, and I'm like, all right, my time to shine. So I dance for like 5 straight songs, and then I get really tired after that because I have a very short fuse. And I go back out, and then I ask one of the security guards, I'm like, can I come back, because I want to smoke? And he's like, you can smoke out here. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. To be fair, like, their outside patio, like, yes, there is a roof, but it's not ventilated. Like, there are fans, and there's, like, a roof. It's not like the dance floor, where that one, it's like AC is bumping. It's cold as shit, and there are fans everywhere, which makes sense, because especially when it gets packed and you're, like, dancing and, like, it gets really crowded, like, I'm sure it gets hot. That's not the case for the outside part of the club. Found a chair, sat down, lit one up. I'm just, like, people watching. After I'm done with my 6th cigarette, I'm literally counting down as I take deep breaths. I'm like, okay, we're gonna take 20 deep breaths, because we're gonna chill. Like, that was so fun. Like, it's cool, it's fun, vibes are up. This guy approached me, and he's like, oh my God, like, I love your vibe. And then he had 2 drinks in his hand. He offered me one of them, and I'm like, oh no, I'm good. Like, I just drank, like, I'm good. And also because my grandma literally, like, the first time I went out, I told my grandma that I accepted drinks from guys who approach me, because if you're gonna offer me a drink, I'll take it. I gotta go with you though, because some of them, like, literally a dude came up to me and they're like, hey, like, let me buy you a drink. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he goes, okay, like, stay here, like, I'll be right back. I'm like, no, I'll have to. You're dumb. I was like, no, I gotta go with you. And then we drank it at the bar too. But that was like the first time, and then I told my grandma that, and she was like, you shouldn't even be accepting drinks from people you don't know, especially when you're by yourself. She's telling me about the times that she would go out with her gal pals, and she's like, people would offer me drinks all the time, and I would say no because I'm there to dance. And I'm like, and you're so fucking right, and you're so fucking right. And like, yeah. But the guy who approached me, November Sagittarius, I found out he's gay, and I'm like, actually, let me take that drink. So I took that drink. I got through halfway until I like, yeah, I'm done. Like, you can take this back. And he drank it all in like 2 seconds. Crazy dude. And I kind of just like stuck by him for a good 30 minutes. And after that, like, I left him and his friends because I really just want to dance. But he was trying to pick people up, or at least like if somebody was cute, like he wants to dance with them. And I'm like, that's cool. But I got my own agenda going on. I got his number though, and it's like he's cool people. I didn't stay until like the last song. Like, they're playing the last song and they're telling us like, okay, like, we're closing soon, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. I gotta leave. Oh my god, there was a dude that started touching my shoulders from the back, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta go. And then I found 2 girl best friends. And I'm like, hey, like, y'all mind if I dance with y'all? Like, there's a guy and he started touching my shoulders on the back. I don't feel safe. And they're like, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then we danced for 4 straight songs. No other words exchanged. And then I started getting tired and I got us waters. And then boom. But that was like in the middle of the evening before I even met the other cool person. Even though like I was really anxious and even though I was really on guard, I actually, like, no one was an actual threat to my safety. It's just, you know, like, I'm going out by myself, like, I have to be on my guard. It's just a way of life. I'm really glad for that artist date. Ugh, I love to dance. Oh my god. Looking forward to doing it next month again. My reflections so far, again, I'm reading it off my notebook. Something doesn't make sense because I cut it out. It's too personal, and you really shouldn't be knowing too much about me. Like, it's bad enough that you know a lot about my insecurities. I'm like super fucking vulnerable on this bitch. It's bad enough, okay? So I have to cut out some personal info if I have to. Okay, my reflections. I'm gonna be honest, I've been procrastinating. I've been procrastinating doing all the things I said I was gonna do. I think it's because once I do them, once I take the first step, I know change will come. That's just universal law. I'm really comfortable where I am. It feels like I've settled, adjusted to the new shifts brought upon me the past year, and I don't want to prompt more changes yet. So I went through a lot of major transformations from June 2025 up until now. I feel like so much has happened and so much has changed in such a short amount of time. And I'm just now at a point where I'm like, I've adjusted to this new life. Whenever I set the goals I set beginning of the year, over time, like, yes, I'm putting in the work. I'm still keeping up with what I need to do, like, on a daily to make sure that I am on track. But at the same time, like, perspectives are shifting. And so my goals are, like, it's still similar to what I had set in the beginning, but it's not exactly the same. There are things that I really want to do that I think that once I do them, I feel like it will just fucking fling me to where I want to go. And that is really scary. Not everybody reacts to change positively. Not everybody welcomes them. and I try to be open to them because it's the only thing that is constant in this fucking life. But changes are scary. Changes bring situations you are unfamiliar with, environments, people you don't fucking know, and you're like, whoa, who the fuck changed the set? You know, like, who the fuck are you guys? Like, who brought these new characters? I'm overthinking it, and yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Okay. And that's the thing. I'm fully aware that I'm the one delaying me from getting to where I want to be. Okay. And it's starting to build this internal clash, and I feel it. And as long as I prolong my acceptance to what's coming, I will continue to suffer. And I know that. I wrote that twice. I'm just really scared to. And I don't even know specifically about what. I can't even pinpoint, can't even rationalize, but I am so scared. The feeling feels suffocating. I know what to do. Anyways, you need to add your events from your notebook planner to your Google Calendar too. Very funny, because I'm like, I was really high. I was a little high whenever I wrote this. I think like in the middle of the week, I'm like, okay, bro, like you're procrastinating way too much. You're putting off a lot of things, and whenever you say you're gonna do things and you don't do them, you build this distrust between you and I, which I'm talking to me, right? So do what you need to do. Please do what you need to do, because in my head, like, this is where I want to be, but this is where I actually am. To reiterate, I'm not being accepting of what's coming. Like, I already know that as soon as I do XYZ, like, it'll really fucking shift everything, and things will start moving. But again, I'm so scared of the things that are coming once I do the thing. So I'm prolonging it for as long as I can, because I'm comfortable where I am, and I'm scared to make the jump, to start the thing. Like, what I wish for the next few weeks is the courage to just do what I said what I was gonna do, and to start what I want to start. And I don't want to be in the same place I was last year. Like, you know, like, I want to continue moving. And me being in denial, like, won't change the fact that, like, nothing will stay the same forever. That's where I'm at. Overall, really good week though. Really enjoyed my time. I didn't exercise as much this week because I've just been really tired. I've been really busy. Also, work was a little weird because it was chill, like, the first half of it, and then the last half got really fucking busy due to unforeseen circumstances. No, I mean, I persevered and I kept my cool. I did not keep my cool. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's a job. At the end of the day, I'm still able to clock out and clock back in. So, it's cool. I think that's pretty much it for this week. Not very inspirational or optimistic at all, but it is the reality of where I am, and I am putting this out there. I'm saying that, but I get like 8 views. And that's okay. Like, I don't like, you put 8 people in my room right now, I would say get the fuck out. And also, how did you get in here? Let's not even talk about view count or subscriber count. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.